Hello and welcome to GRE Namon's video number 12. Let us first refresh video number 11. A saw girl went to Bern, Switzerland wearing a reddish brown hair color. Her next visit was to Germany. Germany was supposed to pay tons from its mint in order to make amends after World War I. A radioactive warthog roaming in Central Europe appeared and stood beside Germany in a game of tug of war. The string used in the game was shrinking at one end where gentlemen were hanging and while the other end was pulled by a contractor. After the game, everyone was hungry. A stew was served with toothpicks, which made sharp and intelligent men out of boys. So in today's GRE mnemonics, we will learn and understand these words using a short story. A giant ink pen often was on speed hunt. It was unadvisable, for he was endangering a species when he could eat alternate food. A giant pen often constantly applied itself in formulating new theories while sitting near a sea that separated the Jew from the US. The sea was known as Assy, where wild asses ate their lunch with their bass guitars and composed rhymes. The rhymes were about a noodle called Shazwan. When the noodles was consumed, it often eased the pain of a sumo wrestler. The sumo wrestler used a tea strainer to filter and drink tea while acquiring a rich manager's tea gardens in lieu of the money he had lent. All right, so let's take the words individually. Inexpedient. Clue, deer hunt is unadvisable. Inexpedient means unadvisable. Here, the ink pen would go speedily and hunt deer, which was unadvisable. He soon realized he could eat alternate food. It means not practical or not suitable. In Indian tradition, wanton destruction of forests is not just something merely inexpedient, it is a sacrilege. This means in Indian tradition, destruction or willful damage of forests is not acceptable, it is not advisable. It is a mark of disrespect. Assiduous. Clue, a sea near Jews and the US. Assiduous means constant in application or attention, diligent, unceasing, or persistent. It comes from the word assidere, which means engaged in doing something. So picture the giant pen constantly applying itself and working near the sea which separates Jews and the US. Everything here relates to assiduous in mnemonic form. The manager has the right to expect that his workers will be careful and assiduous. In this sentence, the manager expected his workers to be careful and also apply themselves totally into the work. Next word is assonate. Clue, an ass and bass rhyme. Assonate means to accord in sound, especially vowel sound. It comes from the word assonare and sonar, which means sound. Clue to remember assonate, an ass with a bass guitar. So ass and bass are rhyming. Most rap still follows the initial formula of rhymed couplets that assonates well with the style. In this example, a form of music called rap uses assonating words, rhyming words. Next word is assuage. Clue, Szechuan noodles. Assuage means ease or lessen pain, satisfy or appease. Notice, in order to ease the pain, sumo wrestler is eating the noodles. It means to make something unpleasant less intense. Also means to satisfy an appetite or desire. The subsequent amendments were being proposed to assuage the feelings of industry. So, in order to please the labor, certain amendments were being proposed. in order to take care of the unpleasant feelings among the labor in the industry. Once the most serious hunger pangs were assuaged, Nicholas remembered his manners and his curiosity. So here, the hunger pangs were pleased. Distrainer. Clue, T-strainer. Distrainer means one who subjects a person to distress. It means to seize the property in order to compel payment of debts, often by distressing. It means to lay by a distress. To force or compel to satisfy an obligation by means of distress. It also means to seize by distress. Picture the T-strainer. Remember the word distrainer, one who subjects a person to distress. The sumo wrestler is subjecting the state manager to distress. It is just for remembering. The crown applied political pressure by distraining debtors. So in this example, the crown seized the property in order to obtain payment of the money owed. Now it's time for quiz. Do you remember the word which means ease or lessen pain, or satisfy or appease? Do you remember the meaning for the word assonate? Do you remember the word as well as the meaning associated with desmnemonic? I hope you got all three of them right. Let us know about your experience here till we meet next with our next set of GRE words. Thank you.